yourself if you allow yourself the time to do this practice, you can fill your cup up. And for your people who work with people, that is the most important thing in my experience. Because this thing, meaning your brain, controls all of these things. And if you have a healthy mind, and you're able to respond to stress in a healthy way, you can work with patients or partners or siblings or children in a healthy way. Cool beans? So, let's just go to this. Ideal practice. What I would highly recommend would be this. For a group who's busy, I would look at 20 to 30 minutes a day. Why is there bookends? Well, morning and night. That's how I look at my practice. Typically, you wouldn't get both in, but if you can say I'm going to get both in, you most likely get one in, which is better than nothing, all right? So if you could do 20 to 30 minutes a day, I suggest a 10 or 15 minute practice in the morning. One is called a mindful check-in. It's basically just going over your body and how you're feeling or any emotions you're experiencing. Your mind's going to go, yeah, this is nice and everything, but how's this going to help? That's a thought. Then you come back to what you're doing. Even the thoughts that tell you they're not thoughts or not important or really important, those are also just thoughts. Okay? So by doing that classic mind goes off and then comes back, then it goes future, then it comes back, and then it goes to what's going to happen today, then it comes back. That's repetition that's needed to change the brain. And finally, like I said, if you can look at doing a practice in the car or your walk to work, that is what we call informal practice. So formal practice is the meditation of sitting or lying down and doing the practice. Informal is doing a walk or a drive, and then you can actually, what I would highly recommend with you all, is when you're with a patient, go into your body and what you're experiencing with them. So what do I mean by that? Well, maybe it's frustration, or maybe it's joy, or maybe it's peace, or maybe it's tired. But just ask yourself, how do I feel right now, in this moment? Even if you kind of looked at, one kind of technique is you can set your watch to kind of go off every like 36 minutes or every 90-something minutes. And when it goes off, or your phone goes off, whatever you could use, you would then just tune into an informal check-in and ask yourself, how are you doing in this moment? How am I right now? That right there will let you just do a brief check-in to see where you're at, and if you're frustrated, then you can work with frustration. If you are at peace, then you could just be okay, I'm at peace. If you're tired, then you just be with that tired. But by doing that over and over again, that's the conditioning that strengthens the brain to be present. Cool beans? Okay, question time. Usually there's minimal questions, and then I'll stay after, and you can ask any questions, personal questions you want, if not comfortable asking in a group. And then you can always email me, Mindful Mike. If you go to the website, mindfulmike.ca, you can just send me a direct message that says connect with Mike if you have any questions. So any questions as a group about anything I said? I went 9 minutes over, so it wasn't too bad. See, I told you, usually there's not many questions as a group. Yes, please.
I actually have a question that is unrelated to this population. It's related to teenagers.
Sure, of course.
Do you work with that
Yeah.
group? And do you find that they're more present?
No.
You don't?
No, because of stimulation tolerance. So because of their phone, they're constantly being, like how old? Like teenagers, you said?
18.
Yeah, definitely not. No. Well, think about it. Most 18-year-olds are attached to their phone 100% of the time. And they spend so much of their time on their phone. So when they hear like a ding on their phone, their mind's going to what it is, or if it's a like, or...
Okay, so you're saying the phone is not...
The phone is...
thinking.
Yes. So, however, an 18-year-old has way less stuff to work with than we do because of time, typically because of, their life. Like, if I have 30 plus years of work of like suffering or regret or sadness, that will take longer to work with. As an 18-year-old only maybe has 12 years of things to work with mentally, as far as past. Youth are drawn to this. Kind of what I've found is that for however old a child is, that's how many minutes they can sit for. So, like my 6-year-old does, we started at 3 minutes a day, and then now he does about 6 to 10 minutes of meditation a day. So, pardon me?
Do you think that change occurs from, like, what age? You said children are more present. When
Yeah.
does it flip from?
About at the age of, in about grade 3 and 4, they start having future thoughts. Like if you work with young children and say, hey, like tell me when you have a future thought. That future thought for them is very foreign. Whereas like when you start being grade 3, 4, and 5, it's future based. It's okay. Just have it. It's okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
It's work call.
Yeah. Shocker.
Come back.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's perfect though, right? Yeah, but an 18-year-old, I would start them off with like a 10-minute meditation or 7 to 10-minute meditation just to kind of get them interested. But most children, or I would say teenagers, are totally attached to their phone, which is future-oriented or past. Any other questions? Can be about anything, doesn't have to be with this population.
How does it work to, because you said it's covered under health benefits?
Yes.
So do we have to have like a referral, do you know? Or?
Michael Gregory in town teaches the practice now, and it's done through the family health team. You get a referral through them, and it's free through them. If not, you can pay out of pocket, and I think it's probably like $700 or $800, I would say. Cool. Any other questions? Yes, oh no.